when I started to think about the people that you'd leave behind and how hard it would be on them, I was just so angry with myself for kind of giving up almost. And yeah, when there was still no sirens, I decided to try and crawl home. My name's Travis Vaughn, and on December 18th, 2019, I was treated at the Ottawa Trauma Centre for a snowmobile crash. So it was the first good snowfall of the year, and you never know how long the snowmobile season is going to be in Eastern Ontario, so you take advantage when you get the opportunity. So I kind of rushed home from work and just dropped everything, jumped on the snowmobile. When I was coming through the front field of the neighbors, the top half of the field had been plowed. The furrows were just like sort of big dirt lumps that were frozen solid, just like cement. So when the skis of the snowmobile went from the smooth to the rough, it was just completely unexpected. And yeah, the front of the snowmobile broke apart. It all happened so fast, but I remember kind of going off to the left side of the snowmobile. When I looked down, there was actually like 6 inches of my femur, just like a clean bone sticking out of my leg, and I actually thought my leg had been torn off at the time. So I was able to call 911, and I remember it was a huge relief when they picked up right away. I was on the phone with 911, and what ended up happening was my phone died in the cold. But I realized that I was kind of sitting there, feeling sorry for myself, and it wasn't me who was going to have to deal with the fallout of all of this. It was my family, and yeah, when there was still no sirens, I decided to try and crawl home. So I had my dog with me. He was my crawling buddy, and you kind of just put your head down and you go, one hand after the other. He stuck it out with me the whole way. Made my way up through the field here and across the fence line and eventually up to the front step.
So Travi was seated right about here holding his damaged leg, and when I walked out the door, just looked down to the left, and he was just sitting down here in pretty rough shape. So the helicopter ended up landing just on the road right down there. So they had to take him down in the ambulance from the house down to here where they loaded him up and took off from.
So there were 3 surgeries in 9 or 10 days when I was at the Civic the first time. I remember, I think it was the 3rd surgery, lying there before going under and then just saying out loud, I was like, I can't believe you guys do this every day. Until you're in that situation, and they live it every single day. To be put back together and to be able to live a normal life after something like that. Just so thankful for the level of expertise that we have here in Ottawa, and the whole team, from the social workers to the personal care assistants to the nursing team to all of the orthopedic surgeon and trauma team. We're just so lucky to have them here. I remember saying to Dr. Wilkin at one of our last follow-ups, just thank you so much for what he's given me. It could have been life-ending, and it certainly could have been life-limiting, and in no way do I feel limited. My wife and I have had a daughter since the accident, and I'm going to be able to chase her around a playground or a soccer field or whatever it is that she enjoys doing, and I'm so grateful for that.